and help with the auditions and the callbacks and help direct some of the potential candidates for those roles. And then at the very end, they said, would you jump on and read Bulk and Skull with different people? And then I got a phone call from Khayman, and he said, hey, would you come back and reprise the role? So that was cool, and I was like, all right, so we're bringing Jason Darby back? He's like, no, not really. I was like, what do you mean, not really? He's Jason Darby! And so I fought in all season until finally they brought it back for the last episode. Oh, hey, look, it's the Power Rangers! Oh, man, I love your show, Montel. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a big round of applause for the Power Rangers? Jason, David, Frank, Steve, Cardenas, Nakia, Burrise, Catherine, Sutherland, and Johnny, Yong, Bosch. Hey!
Hello!
Nakia, Burrise.
Sing for us.
Sing for us. No, what we're gonna do is another song and dance. See, this is what happened when we were on set. He was like, I can't do it. No, I can't do it.
So we're supposed to be here talking about Turbo. Jason, Frank, were you in Turbo? You mean he was in his underwear in Turbo?
So since I was only in Turbo for a part of the movie, I only got to be for part of the panel, right? 10 minutes? No, I'm just kidding. You have to break your back. My back is fine, by the way, thank you.
Yeah, he needs one. Give him a microphone.
Kyle Higgins over there.
Hi, Kyle.
Wave, Kyle. Hey.
So, did you guys like the Turbo movie?
Yeah!
You know, the first movie, we got to spend 6 months in Australia, and on the second movie, 6 days in Van Nuys. Does anyone have a question about the Turbo movie that you'd like to direct to Johnny Bosch? Johnny, you get to choose.
Okay. You.
Okay,
Pikachu.
like, so you got injured, like, what happened when was it you that got injured during the set, and if so, how long were you out?
No.
That was Steve.
Steve broke his back.
He broke his back falling out of the...
Are you talking about his character? I'm a little confused.
It was just part of the script, though. It wasn't real.
Okay, I heard I didn't really hurt my back. Or something because you had an injury or something.
You might be talking about that by divorce.
Did you see Turbo, the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he did this amazing kick. It was so amazing and out of control that he flew out of the ring and broke his back.
Oh, that's right.
You know, and then because of that, we needed to find a new Blue Ranger.
Right.
He was going to be here, but he's on his way to the airport.
He's got a flight,
He was
yeah.
supposed to be here. No,
You
but-
didn't find him, he found y'all.
That's right, I was incorrect.
Johnny?
Yes, Johnny.
I don't know my Power Rangers very well. What color was I again?
Johnny, I have a question for you.
Yes.
If you could have changed anything about that movie script, what would you have changed?
90% of it.
I'm going to ask all the actors that question. I suspect we might hear that answer again.
Man, there's so much actually. There's a lot of things that were cut out of the script or things we didn't shoot. There's something that I thought was really cool. There was a sequence where the yellow and green Rangers go into the ocean to save Kimberly and Jason, or help save, and they're morphed. But then the thing that they took out of the movie is that the Zeo crystal cannot be in contact with water, otherwise it doesn't work. The powers don't work. And so we get destroyed. We crawl onto the beach. Like it's scripted, or when I talked to Queechy, our suits were going to be torn, our helmets are going to be thrashed. And they were, oh no, we need new powers, but that was never shot, you know. And then when you morph, you hit the water. Yeah, so there's really, yeah, a better movie. I think I would change it to a better movie.
So your gripe is not that something that you would do different, is that you would have just done it right.
I mean, it was entertaining.
All right, you know Catherine Sutherland.
Yeah, I know her.
Who's who's got a picture, I mean, who's got an incriminating photograph of Catherine?
I do.
Anybody have a question for our lovely Pink Ranger? Anyone? Kat, you gotta choose.
The pressure. Yes. Up there, yes. I had some funny moments with the animals.
I thought you were talking about the Rangers.
Yeah, they were the worst animals of all. I got to work with cats and monkeys and Jason Frank. And,
See? Always that little thing.
I have to throw something.
I get to work with a lot of animals, you know. Yeah, monkeys.
I really loved working with the monkeys. That was really fun, but they were a little excitable off the set. Yeah, and we'll leave it at that.
Yes, indeed they were. Catherine, do you ever, did you ever try to impose your will on various departments, such as the lighting or camera department or the wardrobe department? Did you ever think that you could do it better?
That's a good question. They would ask us what we like to wear, but some of the outfits were just atrocious, weren't they? Really,
Well, sometimes they would just go speed shopping at Target and grab everything in a primary color and throw it in a basket.
Yeah.
For you guys. That's real.
I pretty much did what I was told. I wasn't a diva, per se.
Right on. Well, can I get like a big cheer for my friend Nakia Burrise? The residual checks are coming right now for that, Nakia.
Thank you.
So who has a question for Nakia?
Oh, over there. 3 people. Oh, 4.
Can I get 5? Can I 5? Get 5? 6, 7. I saw your hand first.
Okay, one thing that I noticed from the first time I watched the Turbo movie was when you guys were creating the Turbo powers, Jason crossed away from you, but you were smiling during this very serious moment, and I know that Jason Frank was supposed to be a big prankster on set. Do you remember what he did or what he said to make you smile at that moment?
Probably making faces, like he always does. Probably. I can't remember. It's 20-something years ago. Yes. He would be that. Wait.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
That was
Right behind the camera, and we're supposed to be, doing that whole serious face, and he's like,
That was the worst one, yeah.
Nakia,
that's probably what he was doing.
Hey, this is like roast to JDF here. I'm like,
well, you came in, man.
I know.
Nakia, Turbo was all about cars, right? Cool cars. Did you ever get to drive your Turbo vehicle?
I did. We were filming at night, and do you remember we were talking about some scary things. Do you guys remember that? When we were waiting for our cars? Yeah. No. When we were in the wooded area, and we were supposed to be driving our car. Anyways, it was nighttime, and I had my little yellow Suzuki Samurai, and I remember putting it into gear, and it stopped. Actually, your van did too. Your van wasn't working. Yeah, they looked really cool. But they didn't work very well. They did not work very well.
It's like a go-kart
Yes, the
with
turbo
like a
cars.
fiberglass cover.
Yes. We did. We drove the cars, about 3 feet. Yeah.
That's it?
That was it.
Well, we didn't get cars, okay? So, it's great that you got cars that you drove for 3 feet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me a big round of applause for Jason David Frank! Totally more popular than Austin. No, he totally is!
Ollie, that's awkward. Stop.
Hey, that was funny.
That's what's funny with your accent. Oh, that's awkward. That's an awkward. Awkward.
Thank you, Paul, for that introduction. You're more popular than Skull.
No kidding.
Of
course.
See how confident he is?
Duh.
Hashtag duh.
You notice I'm not sitting down is because I kill these with my butt. I'm like the monkey. Don't look me in the eye. Don't give me any food. And don't touch my butt. All right, who's got a question for Jason Frank? Jason, you get to choose.
Okay. On no, we weren't fighting. It's on Turbo. In fact, I don't even remember working that much with them on Turbo.
They were on second unit.
Yeah, they were somewhere else. The way they shoot is they just go different units and then they put it all together. And then, in fact, there's some things that we shoot that we put together that were really not even there some of the times.
Even see any of
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It was fun. It was, like anything else, where it was a great job for me. Everyone loved it. We all had our own things, but it's not Angel Grove all the time in life. No, it was no drama. It was fun. It was a good time.
So, Mr. Frank,
Working with Paulie and Narvi, they entertained me.
Yeah.
I literally, when most actors will, can get into character, whatever. It's like the action, they're in character, cut, they're in character, and they just very entertaining. I'm not just saying that because
well, we're pleased to have been able to help the wardrobe department put the Ben Gay into your suit. Yeah, that was us, by the way. He's icy hot.
That's where I learned my key eyes from.
It's Tiger Balm Sword.
Tiger Balm.
Tiger Balm. All right, so here's my question for you. In the Turbo movie, there was like a big, dangerous cliff scene, right?
Yes.
Yeah, with Catherine?
Yes.
So in the show, sometimes you guys, they make us do our own stunts. They make us climb mountains and jump off of buildings. Did you guys have to do that yourselves?
I wanted to so
He
bad.
wanted to. He really did. He was trying. They're like, no.
The cliff
He's like,
dive,
"Yeah,
yeah.
I got this. And I'm like, you're not serious. We're going to do that. Because he did the rapids. He did go down the rapids, and that was fun.
Yeah, sort of. We had stunt doubles for because they stunt doubles sometimes.
Yeah.
Even skydiving. I love skydiving, but I didn't skydive in the first movie, obviously, because everything was different. But I got into skydiving afterwards. But the rapids, when me and Kat were there was a cliff dive. We're supposed to jump off the cliff, and then I did inside all the rapids and stuff. So it was cold. It was kind of terrifying, to be honest.
Well, when they're spending millions of dollars on a movie, they don't want the actors to decide to go scuba diving on the weekend. Because if the actors have a problem, then there's millions of dollars on the line and they can't continue shooting the movie. But Jason doesn't care about that.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm renting a motorcycle to drive to the shark experience.
Well, yeah, at that time I wanted to do everything.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah, we did, but I didn't do the cliff dive, which totally looks like me.
Right
So
on.
let's rewind. Yeah, I did it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Steve Cardenas!
If you guys ask me anything about Turbo, I won't really know it because I was literally worked on Turbo for about 4 days.
All right, well, let's talk about the first day. Anyway, who's got a question for Steve? It could be anything. Free range chicken.
Best dude over there, the best.
Which color did you like better, red or blue?
Well, I actually like the red suit the best. I mean, obviously it's the most iconic, but when you ask me like what season I liked better, well, when I first got started on Power Rangers, I never had any acting experience, so it wasn't really that good. And then after finally Paul, he gave me a lot of coaching lessons and things like that. By the time Zeo came around, I was a lot more comfortable in front of the camera, so they gave my character a lot more character, so to speak. And so Zeo was a more fun season for me to work on, but the red suit is definitely the best.
How many of you guys are actors in this room? Any actors in here?
Yeah, I am.
All right, so you guys know that one of the big problems with acting is like fear, right? Conquering fear, because you're like petrified. So Steve was able to work out the kinks. He eventually learned to move his neck. So Steve, I got a question for you. I know some of us have been injured in the context of our work. Have you ever been seriously injured really on the show?
No, I'm just that good. I never got injured. No, luckily I never got injured. The stunt guys always make us look better than we are anyway, but there was quite a few times when I hurt the stunt guys pretty bad. I remember one time we were doing a night shoot for the first movie, and we were doing that construction scene, the fight scene in the construction area, and the purple ooze guys came out, and we were fighting them. Anyway, it's night shooting, so we're, it's 3, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, we're tired, and I'm wearing these heavy combat Doc Marten boots, and we're having to do these flying sidekicks over and over and over again, and I'm like so tired. Like I just did one of my flying sidekicks, and I overextended my foot and just hit Tadahiro right in the mouth and busted his whole lip open and stuff. And I was like, oh, sorry, mate.
The Japanese take that stuff as a badge of honor. Like when they get hurt on set, they'll walk around all day on a broken foot. They don't care.
They really did. They really took some lumps from us from time to time, but thankfully I never got injured once, so I was actually happy about that.
That's awesome.
I think there was one time though. I think Jay, didn't you hit a tree when you were doing a tree flip?
No, let's not talk about
Oh, let's not talk about that.
Whenever you decide to post the discussion between me and Johnny, talking about the tree flip,
Yes.
you have all the footage.
Oh, yeah, we
That was the
did.
night we discussed it. It's going to be resolved once and for all, so we'll pay attention to your page. Whenever, no, Johnny, not now. Not now, Johnny, not now. Azim, come over here real quick, Azim, with this one. Brad Hawkins, come in here real quick. Brad Hawkins, VR Troopers, everyone.
Yes.
There you are. Hey, first of all, I don't know who else is anyone else watching over here, but thank you guys for coming. I know you guys are part of the series. Before and after me and Brad, actually, I know we're talking about Turbo, but he was going to be the White Ranger. I was going to be on VR Troopers. Good thing we made that switch. No, they were. He did anyway. But just welcome. I was going
You
to
were
take
the
a.
voice of the Gold Ranger too, right? Is it you?
Yeah. Yep. So we confused everybody. That time. Now the kids are all like, wait, that sounds like that. Anyway, I just wanted to welcome you guys. Hey, Nicole, take a picture of all of us real quick. You guys can get your cameras out and take a picture real quick.
Yeah, we're ruining this turbo panel right now by making it all
Right.
about Azim.
Listen.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! Azim is wearing Darth Vader underoos right now.
Hey, right now in the middle. Here we go, Nicole. Give us a countdown.
Ready? 1, 2.
All right. Perfect.
Awesome.
Anyway, you guys can stay.
You know, I did morph into Turbo.
You did?
Yeah, I morphed into everybody.
That's why he's here.
Oh, that's true, actually. Oh, God.
Hey, look, you have scared this guy.
That information was too much.
He was like, "Whoa."
That's okay. That's Dr. Shaw. Now he's got wet pants. Dr. Shaw.
Actually, you are a doctor,
He is a doctor.
so you're totally fine to
Yeah,
fall.
yeah.
And if you need a doctor, I play the doctor on TV. I'm just saying.
So I have a question for Brad. So Brad, you are a hero in the pantheon of all the crazy Saban Sentai mashup. Put it in the blender, hit the button, pour it out, and send it to the juice bar.
That's exactly how I describe it.
What was your experience like working alongside Power Rangers on that set property that we were at in Valencia? Did you get along with us, or were we cool? Or?
No, you guys, I mean, you got to think about it. I was watching the show before I was ever cast on the show, so I was a fan. And then all of a sudden, somehow you're fortunate enough to say, hey, there's an audition for, the White Ranger, as it turned out. And I was like, are you kidding me? I get to go out for this thing? So, and I was a brand new actor in LA. I was 17 years old, sleeping on a buddy's floor, So I went from that to the audition, and then you get the call, you go through the callbacks and everything, and they're like, hey, you got the gig. So, I mean, first of all, I was a fan of everybody. And then, you get the opportunity to be considered for the show. And I mean, I was just honored more than anything else. And then we made the switch. I got VR Troopers, so I was right next door to you guys every day.
Yep.
And the only thing I regret was not being able to bring the two shows together and at least have one episode where,
crossover.
Yeah.
And we were all asking for that. But I will say this. Have you guys watched VR Troopers? You know what we're talking about, right? Yes, of course. So, what came first? The Rangers or the Troopers? Well, we know who came first. However, did you realize, if you think back at the shows, a lot of the money they made on Power Rangers went to building much better sets for VR Troopers. So you watch the production budget, you're like, man, they had some money on that.
Yeah, we benefited from our success, absolutely.
And your actors were really good too, by the way.
I was proud of the team that we had, and then I heard that we had some new Texas people coming on the set in season 2, and I was like, oh man, I got some people from Texas here with me now, so
Awesome.
It was good to hang out with Steve. And Carrie and
first
Johnny.
day I sat there, went over and met Brad, and like, oh, from Dallas?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Brad Hawkins.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time we have to hear from Azim.
Whoa!
All right,
Hold on.
Azim, you're kind of new here,
Yeah.
relatively speaking.
Yeah.
And-
I am. I'm new and yet old at the same time. somehow, I think I've morphed into almost everybody on this stage right now. So I get that experience. I feel like I know all of you.
Did you study all their movement patterns so you could accurately emulate the Japanese people that played them?
100%. 100%. Any of you who just saw the kids' demonstration, you know it.
Is that the how to move like a Power Ranger for
Yeah,
kids?
that's right. We learned how to morph.
Oh, that's fun. It was fun. Why didn't I get that? I want to learn how to morph, right?
Come on, make him a ranger! Ranger Bolt!
Yeah, make him a ranger. That's going to work out great.
No, my first experience with anybody here was actually in New Zealand when we were doing the legendary battle, and I showed up to my trailer to shave because I have to shave twice a day. And I look over, and he's shaving too. Mr. Jason David Frank. I didn't even know he was going to be there because they didn't let us in on the script until we got there that day. And
Did
then,
you guys share shaving?
I
We
shave-
share
I
a
shave-
razor.
I shave once, twice every month.
It's that Middle Eastern blood.
Azim shaved 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, I did.
Does anybody have a question for Azim out there? Any good questions? You got to choose one.
Whoa, questions are good questions.
Well, I want people to ask a good question and not ask the obvious questions about the shaving.
Yes, my dear in the pink shirt. Man, how'd you know I was going to say me? That's rough.
Azim?
I must be pretty predictable at this point. My favorite Ranger, man, it's got to be Jason Narby. I mean,
Yeah, hey, that's a safe one. That is a
What?
safe
You mean the toucan ranger? You notice when they made Jason, they made Skull a ranger in the comic book. His helmet is an image of his actual nose turned upside down on top of his head. And I'm something like a bacanodon, baby.
we call him the Professor, don't we?
Yeah, yes, he appreciates Professor better than Doctor because he's so self-conscious. Because he thinks someone's going to try to, ask for his help on an airplane or something. He's like, I know Shakespeare.
That was great.
I know, yes, Dr. Shaw, that's what he would, He's an English lit. He's definitely not an MD.
I'm not an MD either.
Well, no.
Yeah, I'm not a real
really.
doctor either, guys.
We know that. But you do have wet pants, so you're up in my book. All right, this is Free Range Chicken. Any questions for anyone in the house, you call it. We're going to go with that young person in the white and blue shirt. Yes, you. Who's the question for?
My name's Catherine.
It's okay, I can answer for Amy Jo.
I get their names confused all the time. Don't worry about it.
That's right.
How was it being? How cool was it? It was very cool. Yeah, who wouldn't want to be a superhero, right? Ooh, mic drop.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, in Soul of the Dragon?
Yeah. I think. Kyle? Let's ask Kyle Higgins.
Is
Kyle, grab the microphone real quick, buddy. He's the guy to answer this question. Kyle Higgins, everyone. Put your hands together. He's we call him the master grid.
Has been described as a genius.
Yes. So Kyle,
by myself when we were talking about you being a genius and me being. I'm not giving.
That was
you the
Professor
microphone.
Nardi.
That was your first mistake. That was
Professor.
that was acting 101 mistake there.
Give a writer a microphone.
That's not good for anybody.
So he wants to know is JJ who's the mama?
Oh. Well,
right?
Hold on. Who do you want to be the mom?
Don't ask them that.
Kyle. Yes.
It's Kat.
Yeah, because listen, when we did
It's
the
Kat.
reunion episode,
Whoa.
Stampede to the gorge! Simba's down there! When we did the
There's like 3 people who are gonna understand that, by the way.
Jason, David, Frank. 3 people. That's what it was. When we did, me and Catherine in the thing, we're thinking, man, maybe I don't know our backstory. Let's just kind of like think we're married and let's hold hands before we go through this and that, even though it was a little subtle. it was
Like
enough
we didn't
to.
talk to each other the whole
Yeah.
episode?
I mean, that's marriage, you know.
That's true.
And then, I'm just saying. I mean, want to make it too obvious. And then we talked about it with Kyle, and she loves the fans. It made sense.
And my thing is like, between Kimberly and Kat, only one of them broke his heart. Right?
Whoa.
You know what I say to people? I say there's different dimensions now because of Kyle. He's created all these different storylines that you guys, all the stories that you wanted to happen or didn't want to happen. So in one universe he's married to Kimberly, in another he's married to Kat. Let's go with that.
No, the real life lesson, the real
life, yeah.
And another to Polly.
All I know is, where did you buy your muscle shirt?
Dude, ladies and gentlemen.
Does the muscles come with the shirt?
This is the guy in the Megazord outfit.
Literally, that's Megazord.
That's Megazord.
That's Megazord.
I feel like I just watched an episode of Springer.
Hey, you just said Montel, wasn't I? What did you say when I came on? Montel. All right, so we've changed.
All right, who's got a question? How about you right here? You, buddy. Yeah. No, forget that guy. His hair's too good. It's you, man. It's you. Yeah.
Steve knows.
So, what was the question? Terrible roll call? Oh, the turbo roll call.
Johnny Bosch knows. Johnny, we were talking about that. The mythology behind remember the stuff?
Yeah. Oh, why are they called what they're called?
Yeah, remember, what was the first one again?
Dune Star's gonna shine.
What is it? There you go.
Wind
You guys were
Chaser.
talking. Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Because
Are you
I-
talking about
because
that?
I-
Take it. Yeah,
I'm
take
yes.
Yeah, take this?
Take it.
All right. So, the mythology behind that goes way, way back.
Oh, Johnny, don't lie. Be quiet. You sound like me now in Salt Lake. Listen, I was like the little kid's like, sir, where does the dragon dagger come from? I'm like, well, son, it's made from this, and like you and Johnny goes, just be quiet. Tell him it's a hanger and foam, kids. It's a hanger and foam. The dragon dagger's made from a hanger and foam. Johnny, I was trying to give him a good story. So now it's your turn.
I tried to go back.
You tried to make it up.
The truth of the matter is, those Zord names were all colognes from the 99-cent store. Dune Star. She'll love it.
Desert Thunder. For down under.
Wind chaser, wind chaser.
Wind Chaser.
How about you, buddy? What do you got?
What were you?
Wind Chaser.
The gas maker.
Nakia Burrise.
Yes!
There's a question for you.
Since you're the only Zeo Ranger what would you, if you were asked to come back for the 30th anniversary, what would you want your character to do?
I missed the first part. You said I'm the only Zeo Ranger that.
Hasn't been back yet on the show.
Oh. Well, thank you for bringing that up.
Funko Pop. Sorry.
Yeah, that's how it kind of felt on the movie. So everybody traveled except me. So you were asking, Polly, what would you have changed from the movie? I mean, outside of the story? I would have loved to have traveled and gone somewhere. Everybody went somewhere. These two went to Tennessee. That one went to Hawaii. Steve, where'd you go? Did you travel too?
I went to 4 days in downtown LA.
Oh yeah, no, because you were just a couple. Yeah, so I'm the only one that didn't get a chance to travel. So I just want to say
Blake
that.
did not.
Blake was little, he doesn't count. I'm just kidding. You said, how would I feel about going back? What would I?
If you could come back for the 30th anniversary,
Uh-huh.
what would you want Tanya to be doing?
I would want her to have some lines.
We speaking?
Outside of just saying, right.
Right.
Yes.
There was a lot of that.
Yes. Okay. So if we could just have like a full sentence, I'd be down. Oh yeah, Jason just reminded me the look.
It's like, okay, you just look. You just look.
Look worried. Where's Zordon?
Look worried.
Look at Zordon.
Okay, wait, look at Zordon.
Look at Tommy.
Zordon.
Look at Tommy.
Concerned.
Cut.
You know, most of the time when you see us looking at something when we're on camera and we're looking off camera, we're looking at like a tennis ball or a piece of orange tape they've stuck on a wall.
Yes.
So that's why it requires concentration. I'm concentrating right now. Can't you smell it burning?
Thank you for the question.
All right, who's got the next question? Who is it? Okay, all right, Mr. Goodhair, go on.
Jason.
What's the best prank you've ever pulled on set?
I don't do that.
Oh.
No, I don't pull pranks, but I'll go back to inside the cars. When I was talking to Johnny, like I went inside my turbo car. It was such a mess. It looked so cool from the outside. And I just remember, which is not unpractical, when I was a kid, you know, you roll the windows down like this. You know, hey, little kids, we had to do this back in the days.
Yeah.
Okay? Little kids, we used to have to get up and change the channel. All right? But I looked inside the car, was a disaster. It had these little plier clippers that were clipped onto to roll down the window. I remember as a kid, we had that too, but I don't know why. But as pranks, you know, I was just very professional.
Oh.
Jason David prank. Next.
Who's got one? Nakia, why don't you choose?
I choose him with the glasses right there because he looks like he really wants to be chosen.
Yeah.
Yes, you!
You have been chosen. Please stand. Not you.
Yes, it's him.
Never mind. Continue.
For the three gentlemen on the end. So, Mr. Brad, once it's like, I heard from one of my friends that you kind of own, I believe, the Japanese sushi restaurant up in Dallas.
Yep.
What was it like opening like that business, kind of like after the whole VR trip?
You know, I don't know if I would have opened the restaurant Sushi Marquee, and thank you for bringing it up. I don't think I would have done that if I would have been inspired by my childhood, which was, you know, the 80s and 90s. I mean, that was just everything in Sushi Marquee comes from either movies or music or, you know, from that time period. So it's like Japanese sushi and a time capsule. So people come in and you got, you know, fathers and with their families, and they're watching videos and movies and music and listening to music from the 80s and 90s and kind of passing the torch to their kids as they're having dinner. So it's really cool. They're looking up at the screens and they're like, ooh, that's The Last Dragon, or ooh, that's, you know, Back to the Future, or Milli Vanilli, and they're like, who the hell is Milli Vanilli?
Oh.
Yeah, so
What's your
it's true. Nobody?
Boys.
Nobody?
No.
I love it. Hey, Brad, where can they find you? Because I did see his restaurant last night. It was pretty cool. Do you have an Instagram or something where they can find you in case they don't know
It's
Brad
at
owns the
Sushi
restaurant?
Marquee. Yeah,
Okay.
so everything,
Awesome.
yeah, just that handle, or go online. Sushi Marquee in Frisco. It's up in Frisco, Texas.
All right, Johnny Bosch. Johnny Bosch. I don't know, although a lot of us might not want to admit it, I think the singularly most successful post-Power Rangers actor is Johnny and Nakia and AJ. Not necessarily in that order, but Johnny's first, of course. So Johnny, I got a question. You have played some iconic characters in games and in anime. How, when you do these jobs or show up to audition or work, is being a frog a problem or a benefit? Like, does your history help or hurt?
I'll just say in the very beginning, immediately after Power Rangers, it didn't help. If they found out I was from Power Rangers, there was no interest, you know. But also at that time, there weren't a lot of things that I could go out for. I was auditioning for things that was like Chinese guy, and then I'd show up and I'm like, what are you, Mexican? And so I couldn't book a role because I didn't look Caucasian, I didn't look Asian enough, you know, so it was really hard. So for a few years, I didn't know what I was gonna do. But luckily, Koichi and the stunt team were shooting that action film, Wicked Game, Extreme Heist, and fortunately, the audio was screwed up, you know, and I got to go in and dub myself over the entire film, you know, like anyone in the film. And so as I was doing that, the producer walked in, heard my voice, and was like, oh, you got a good hero voice. And then asked me to come audition for this anime called Trigun. And then that was for the first So that opened the doors up for me. And that was, I mean, my first anime. And it was a really big one, too, for Vash. And then actually Wolfwood is right there on the end, if you guys didn't know. The voice of Wolfwood. So it's pretty crazy, but we were talking about that. But yeah, and now it's just, you know, I don't know. I'm very fortunate that actually happened. Sucked for those guys to be the ones to be like, I screwed up the audio. But for me, it's like, now I have a career.
Well, you're a great actor, Johnny, and it's really been awesome to watch you just kill it. Nice job.
Johnny, what's the name of your new band?
Oh, I do have my old band was iShine. Some of you guys maybe don't realize that, but we ended about 2 years ago, but then I started up a new project with a former member of iShine called Where Giants Fall. We have two singles out right now, so Where Giants Fall, just look us up on YouTube.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Awesome. Cool, man. All right, how about you right here? You buddy with the hat on. What do you got?
No.
I think the question is if we anticipate it would turn into the lifestyle that you all have. Because you all grew up with it and made it something, right?
Yes.
Because without someone to watch the show, there is no show. So you're all individually responsible for both our success and the wonderful memories that we've built over the years. And I think I can speak for all of us to say thank you for watching all these years. And I think our panel is about at an end, correct? Oh, I just got the 1 minute call from the woman who has 4 Power Ranger logos on her business card.
So who wants to ask Azim a question?
Azim?
Who? I was kidding.
Who? Thanks for watching and reading for all these years. We're the Power Rangers! See you later!
Hey guys, first of all, one thing, I appreciate you guys for coming today. Really, guys, all the actors, the first Power Morphicon Express, it was great to fill the house in Pasadena, Texas. I couldn't have done it without all my friends up here and all the fans. So seriously, thank you. It means a lot. If you guys get a chance, please follow us. I have it's called #JDF Spoken Truth. Esteban is one of the DPs. I'd like to thank him for everything. Albert, I don't know where you're at. Brooklyn, where y'all gone. Anyway, thank you guys. Kyle Higgins, thanks for bringing us a whole new universe. Because Kyle, you pieced the universe so great that now I understand where we all come from, and I appreciate it. But thank you guys so much, and I appreciate you all. You can follow us on Instagram. Take a look at all of our pages. Let me get a quick video. I know I'm stalling. You guys, morph? Man, I thought you were saying more.
Be the change you want to be. I mean, look for change for me is what I mean.
Thank you.
Hold on. All right, let me do a quick video. Thank you guys for making Power Morphicon Express a success. Oh, all these people here, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Pasadena, Texas. We look forward to seeing you guys again. And you know what time it is? Smoking time! Oh, Paulie, is this good first go? Look,
Amateurs.
oh, God. Guys, some of you guys will leave it. I'll be at my table most of the day. And we have some photo ops. You can go see Albert out front for photo ops. Scott, my partner, one thing with Power Morphicon Express.
Thank you all for coming out in this beautiful Texas weather. This is normal, right?
If you guys want a photo op, exit this way, please. We're going to line everybody up for the photo ops right now. Thank you.
I'll see you guys. Oh, Turbo Photo Ops. That's right. Group Turbo Photo Ops. I forgot. That's right now. And Zeo. Yeah, we'll work. Yeah.
Starting at 2
We'll see you in a second.
I was going to ask,